Hey everybody, welcome back to the freaking frozen tundra. Oh wait, that's right, it's San Diego.
Oh my God.
It's 58 degrees in here.
We used to live in Chicago.
That's true, but I'm a big old baby because I'm a Floridian.
Yep.
So that's why I'm wearing a down jacket inside.
It was like 58 degrees when we walked in today.
Don't judge me. But you know what we're going to do is talk about running today because
That'll warm you
a
up.
crap ton of runners.
Like seriously.
And
all the runners in the
it's
world.
so much fun.
Which is great.
It's so
Come
much
on
fun.
in if you like
Very
to run.
active
Or don't like to run, but
and
want to.
passionate people. I really enjoy it. One thing that I seem to be working with on the majority of people is kind of the progression of trunk control with hip flexion movements, how to kind of perfect that, how to initiate forward momentum, how to strike the ground, how to drive yourself forward. Really all that can be kind of complex, but today we really want to talk about a hip flexion core bracing progression that can be really helpful for really anybody trying to run, sprint, play sports as well with a little bit more coordination and a little bit more speed. So hopefully you find this progression helpful. Okay, so today we said we're going to talk about hip flexion. Hip flexion for running is absolutely vital. It's something that you do the entire time you're running. And so really the big focus today is going to be, are you stacked, are you engaged, and are you actually hip flexing without causing deviation, right? You want to control your trunk as you hip flex through that movement so that when you come back down, you actually can propel yourself forward with that leg. So we're going to start on the ground, and this is going to be here. We're going to get some TheraBand up here because we're going to be doing a chopping technique. So this is going to be here, chop down, because what I want to see is that that rib cage is engaging downward so we're not going to flare. A lot of people flare their ribs when you run. This is going to be the kind of stoppage of that. So chopping down, rib cage is engaged, bridging up, then we're going to start to march. So what I don't want to see is a drop. Everything stays very symmetrical. The trunk and the pelvis does not move. And we're going to train those hip flexors to activate without causing any sort of movement. We don't want to see your tailbone tucked down. I don't want to see you go the other way. Keeping that very still as we march. Make sure you drive that foot up with you. It's an important pattern of running. About one on each side, or each one counts as one. Let's do 3 sets of 10 on that one. The next progression, take that to standing. Now we're doing the same thing. Imagine I was on the floor. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be too far flexed, but I want to take that rib cage and engage it down over my pelvis, find a wall, and then go through the same pattern, engaging that core into the wall. Up we go. Drive up. What I don't want to see is here, flex. That doesn't count. Keeping that left hip very stable. The glute's active, the core is active. My right hip flexor is driving up. Again, 3 sets of 10 on both sides. Then to make it even more challenging, grab yourself a big stick. We're using stick mobility sticks, great class. Up against the wall. Now we're going to start working on our crossed actual fascial lines. So from here, both arms are in front of me, shoving into that wall. I'm going to load my left leg and try to march into that position and then back down. Press. What I don't want to see is this. That means we didn't get that core to fire through that crossing pattern. Engage, drive up. We can even work through several different patterns from this, but I think this is probably enough. Again, keeping your trunk engaged. This pelvis is not round as you come back up. You don't lean back as you come forward. You're staying stacked over that leg so that you can stay dynamic. This one, 3 sets of 10 again. Do it on both sides. You would switch to the other side. Try it out and let me know how you like it.